Is the uncomfortable truth. In Australia, some employers have unconscious bias. Your resume might get overlooked not because you lack skills, but because your name or your background. That is why your resume need to be exceptional. You need to show Australian employers that you understand Australian workplace culture. You have relevant skills from your education. You can communicate professionally in Australian English. And also, you are motivated and ready to contribute. Your resume is your first impression that makes count. Let's start. Jobs wants experience, but you just graduated from university. What do you do then? Here's the secret employers don't tell you. Your university projects is your experience. Your volunteer work is your experience. Your part time jobs is your experience. Your group assignments is your experience. Let's add everything in your resume and get jobs fast. Welcome back. I am your host Rajesh Yogi. So from last video we are discussing how to write your first resume as a university graduate with zero formal experience. Here in this video we are going to discuss the how to use AI and various prompts. We will do some hands-on exercise. But before we start, let me discuss something which we called Australian experience gap. Now, let's talk about the biggest challenge for international students and recent immigrants, that is the Australian experience requirement. I know this feels unfair. You came to Australia, studied here, maybe even worked part time here, but employers still say you lack Australian workplace experience. Now, let me share five strategies here to overcome this Australian experience gap. Strategy number one is emphasize your Australian education. Always mention in your resume from where you studied. You have completed your degree from Deakin University or RMIT or Australian National University or let's say University of New South Wales. Whichever university you study, you just mention somewhere in your resume that recent graduate of this university, or let's say recent graduate of RMIT universities. That signals you understand the Australian system, workplace culture, and communication norms. Now, strategy number two is highlight Australian context in your experience. That is where you worked in your uni days, whether you were working in McDonald's or Subway or in gas station or in a retail market. Always try to mention. Let me give you a example here. Let's say you have worked on some marketing strategy for a retail store. Write it like developed marketing strategy for Australian retail market, analyzing local consumer behavior and competitive landscape. This is how you narrate your story. Strategy number three is include Australian cultural awareness. Add a skill section, that is strong understanding of Australian workplace culture, communication styles, and business etiquette through 4 years of study in Australia or 3 years of study in Australia and working in Australia. Strategy number four is leverage Australian networks. During your study, maybe you are part of a community group or a volunteer group, or you are part of a professional network like Project Management Institute of Australia or Engineers Australia, or you are working for Red Cross Australia. Mention everything because that is where you leverage your Australian network. Also, try to get quick experience. How to get quick experience is like you can find volunteer opportunities on Seek. On seek.com.au there is a tab volunteer where you can find volunteer opportunities and you can apply for that. Also you can show how you have helped in local communities working in libraries or let's say some religious places or some community groups where you worked, and mention all those your experience how you worked with the Australian society. Okay, and also do some industry certification like white card for constructions, RSA for hospitality, or like first aid certificate from Red Cross or Ambulance Australia. So all those certificates matters, and also show your participation in industry events like there are so many exhibitions going in Melbourne and Sydney where you can participate and show that you are working closely next to industry events and you know how you are participating in that. So that's how you keep adding your experience. Now let's jump into the uh, use of AI. I will show you some prompts. Let's start our hands on. So I have already opened Google Gemini. You can see here Google Gemini. Then we are also using today Claude, that is Claude.ai. We are also going to use ChatGPT.com. And if you want, you can also use Meta.ai. Okay. So we have many tools here to help us. AI tools are wonderful. Let's start with Gemini, Claude, ChatGPT, Meta AI. Whichever tool you want, you can start with. Now, my suggestion is that you can use brainstorming your resume using Google Gemini and ChatGPT or Meta AI. And then after brainstorming, whatever results are there, you can use Claude to write a resume for you. So in this way, you are using various tools to write your resume. You can also request Meta AI to rewrite the professional summary for your resume. You can also request ChatGPT again to write the Australian cultural experience or the Australian experience in context of Australia. So let's start some prompts. I have designed some prompts here and you can see. So maybe if you already have a resume um, which you have used last time and you are still waiting for the job, you can use that prompt. I have designed this prompt and you can copy this prompt from here and say like this one. So review this resume. You can add the resume from here. Okay, you can add from your file, upload file. So review this resume, or you can also paste the complete resume here. Okay, so review this resume for a fresh graduate applying for an entry role in Australia. Then target role, you can specifically position the role, that is graduate marketing coordinator or a accountant or whatever. Then provide feedback on, does it address the no experience challenge effectively? Are the bullet points and achievement focused? Everything is listed here, and then you can hit the um, AI to bring you the result. But this time, let's say we don't have any resume and we want to write the first resume using AI. So here, this is the prompt. And let me just copy this and go back to ChatGPT and write it here. So I am a fresh graduate, okay, or a school leaver, whichever you are. I am a fresh graduate in Australia creating my first resume. I am applying for junior software developer positions but have no formal work experience. Help me identify everything here. For each category, ask me questions. This is what you are telling ChatGPT to help you to extract relevant details that employers would value. Let's hit the AI. So this is, how AI is going to ask question. Okay. Here AI has appreciated your effort. Great. This is exactly the right way to think about your first tech resume. Rajesh. Okay. The AI picked my name. So when you don't have any formal developer experience, your projects, teamwork, initiative are your experience. So here you have to answer everything whichever requested by the AI. Like your major projects, tell me project name, short description. And when you put everything, whatever is requested by AI, it will take maximum 30 minutes. And then AI can write you a template or a resume template, which you can later keep refining with, uh, you know, with AI, with Claude AI as well. So here, AI is asking, tell me your hobbies. Do you have do you build website, make apps, code for fun, use GitHub, follow tutorials? So you just have to copy this, okay? Copy this, and maybe you can say yes, 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 no, 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 and AI will tell you how. AI will convert everything uh, for you. I don't know. I can answer all these questions here in this video because my video lengths are going to be short. So here my only way is to help you with the prompts. Now let's go to another prompt, and I am creating. You can also say I am creating a this, and you can copy this prompt, and let's go back to Claude. Okay, here because I have already picked something. So I am creating my first resume as a fresh graduate in Australia with no formal work. I am applying for junior software developer. Here's what I have done. Okay, whatever you have done brainstorming with ChatGPT, you have to paste here. Okay, you have to paste here. So what you have done here in ChatGPT is, you answer all those questions. So whatever ChatGPT provide you, you put that here in Claude, and Claude will then create a Australian standard resume structure that highlight transferable skills from university and volunteer work, and everything is there. You can use this prompt, and I will tell you, you will get a nice resume. One more thing before we conclude is, you can also write your experiences. Okay, let me just show you. So here maybe on Meta AI you can say, ask this one, convert this university or volunteer experience into professional resume bullet points following Australian workplace standards. Experience number one is, I was part of a team of 4 students who created a business plan for our entrepreneurship class. We researched the Australian coffee market, created this. Okay, now let's hit, and you will find a very professional written summary that you can copy here in your resume. So you can see these bullet points you can copy straight into your resume. Here are few of the terms that experience into some solid resume bullet points, keeping Australian workplace standard in mind. That is, collaborated in 4-person team to develop a comprehensive business plan for a Australian coffee market entry, securing second place among 20 competitive teams. You can see here, the beauty of AI is presenting your skill in a well formatted description that Australian recruiters want to read. Okay, so let's go to another prompt. You can also use to format. Let's say I am asking, format each bullet as active verb. Okay, what you did, measurable outcome, use Australian English spelling and terminology, and generate 3 to 4 bullet point. So here you can see the AI is transforming everything into a Australian English. So this prompt can help. These prompts can help you to write a good resume. You can also use these prompts to share your experience, like this one. Let me use Google Gemini this time, maybe, or maybe we will use the same Meta AI and put this one. This experience number one: volunteer at food bank for 6 months, helping pack and distribute food boxes to families in need. I usually work 4 hour shift on a weekend. Okay, um, so you can tell, or you can also, and this is your experience too. So you can add these experience in your resume. Okay, you can see for the food bank experience, contributed 6 months of weekend work volunteer services. This is how you present your experience. For coal supermarket experience, this is how you present: operated, facilitated, managed. This is how you stress your resume capability. Okay, uh, let's go to more prompts. um, you Once you finalize your first resume, and then you can go back to Claude and upload that resume here. Okay, now in previous video I showed you how to upload, so you can upload and then review this resume for a fresh graduate. You can also request AI to review your resume, because this time you have to beat the ATS system. If you don't know about ATS system, watch my previous video, what is ATS and how to beat it. If you don't beat the ATS system, forget, there will be no job interview call, at least if you don't comply with the ATS rating system. Okay, so my suggestion is go through all these prompts and put in comments. If you need more prompts, I will help you there. Sorry for my short videos, because I'm not rewriting everything on AI, because I want you to do hands on. If you need more help, please let me know in comments. I will keep trying to help you to get your dream job in 2020.